Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Lorwyn Eclipsed Draft here on the channel. We're going to go pick by pick and play by play, talking through everything, so you know what to do when you draft this format yourself. Okie doke, let's see what we get. Our rare is Temple Garden. It's a dual land, not much to say, not a card we really want to first pick. However, there is Pummeler for Hire, which is a card that I've been a huge fan of. 5 mana 4/4, when it enters you gain X life, where X is the greatest power among giants you control. So you're going to gain 4 life most of the time because this is a giant. Vigilance, Reach, Ward 2. It's just such a stabilizer card for green mid-range decks or green control decks. And there's a lot of green decks that kind of want to go to the late game, use multicolored synergies to win. So I really like that card. There is Boggart Cursecrafter, a card that I want to try, but I'm not going to first pick it because it only fits into one archetype, and taking narrow cards early isn't usually the best strategy because the odds of you playing them are like offset the power level of the card. And I'm not even sure if it's better than Pummeler for Hire anyway. In the commons, there's Cinder Strike, which I like, cheap interactive spell that can sometimes take down bigger things if you're willing to blight. And then there's Temporal Cleansing as a nice card as well. Good removal spell for blue, and Scarblade Scout, early drop, lifelink, generally a good combination. We've started with a Pummeler for Hire, though, starting off in green. And the thing about this card is it's a good card, but it's not like overwhelmingly good. If you start off with an overwhelmingly good card in a certain color, like a bomb white rare, you really want to bias towards that color in subsequent picks because you want to make sure that you have the highest possible chance of playing your absolutely stellar card. Here, Pummeler for Hire is a good card, but it's by no means a have to play this card if you have it in your pool or malpractice type card. So we're going to bias towards green a little bit, but we're not going to do it an overwhelming amount. Here there is Gnarlbark Elm, which is a card that's pretty cool, especially in like a white-black -1/-1 counters deck where you put extra -1/-1 counters on this so you can use its ability multiple times. Still a pretty solid card. I'm tempted by Glister Baron. I don't love taking a 5-drop here, but this could be a good way to win the game in a Pummeler for Hire deck. But I think I'm going to take the Gnarlbark Elm. There is also Blightrot, pretty good card. And Thoughtweft Charge is pretty strong as well. I just don't like to take a combat trick second. And this one seems like it could be pretty reasonable. Pick 3. We're not seeing any black cards I'm super interested in. Dream Caesar is a card you can play. Does go pretty well with Gnarlbark Elm. So the reason I took this over something like a Blightrot is because I think early on in the draft, it has a lot more upside. Because if I take this card, I can then take synergy pieces around it. I can kind of give my deck a direction. Whereas if I take a Blightrot, it's just going to be a kill spell every time. And this thing can kill smaller creatures. Sometimes can be really good place to put extra -1/-1 counters. I like that aspect of it. Not looking for 1,000-Year Elixir. Not looking for raiding schemes. This card's like just asks a lot of you. There is Protective Response, destroy an attacking or blocking creature. But instead of that, I think I'd rather just take Liminal Hold as a kill spell. Or even, honestly, the Giant Fall. But I think I'll just take Liminal Hold. Get myself a kill spell, gain myself some life. It's not the most efficient card, but I think it's going to be pretty solid. White-black is also a fine home for this Gnarlbark Elm. And now pick 4, we have a couple of options again. There is another Pummeler for Hire. I really like this card, as I've said when I first picked it. There's also a Nameless Inversion as a kill spell. Not as big of a fan of this one, but can still definitely do the job. And then there's Swat Away. One of the things, giving something +3, -3, sometimes it's upside because you can use this to kill one of your opponents. Like you attack them with a Pummeler for Hire, they don't block, you deal an extra 3 damage, win the game. But instead of, if it was -3, -3 would be a lot better because then your opponent attacks you with a 5/5, you can shrink it down and block it with a 3/3. Whereas you can't really do that with Nameless Inversion because it'll still trade. Swat Away is also a fine card. I'm just going to take another Pummeler for Hire though. I think this card's very good. And I'd rather take my second really good green card than a first really good blue card. Okay, now there's Selfless Safe, right? I do think this card is good. But maybe I'm just biased. I mean, getting 1/5 pick is a bit of a signal for me, at least. Every time I've cast this card, because I've gotten to play this card a couple times, I've saved one of my creatures or won a combat. So it's always been a 2-for-1 for me. I feel like I'm going to have time to set this up because I have 2 Pummelers for Hire. Spiral into Solitude is also a really good white removal spell. We're going to clock that as maybe saying that white's open. And then I love Changeling Wayfarer, and I also like Unexpected Assistance if I'm playing blue. So there's quite a few decent cards here. Dose of Dawnglow is also a fine card sometimes, but I'm just going to take the safe route. I still think this is a really good card. And we're pretty flexible still here. Luminolisk is kind of like a Pummeler for Hire as well, because it gains you a couple of life. It's a big body. I like this card a lot. We've seen a few blue cards now, Lofty Dreams now, Blossom Bind. And then there's also like Great Forest Druid as an early play, but I'd rather get the Luminolic than the Great Forest Druid. Green has like 3 2-drops, and they're all fairly replaceable for me. 3 2-drops at common. I wouldn't mind this card, but I'd rather just get the Luminolic. I've been pretty happy with that, especially because green decks often have some ways to get a couple of extra colors in there. My deck currently is a nightmare for aggro decks to beat, because whether I play green white or green black, or maybe I'll play some combination of those, I gain life on like all of my cards. So I feel really confident that I can beat aggro decks. I'm gonna take another liminal hold here. Thought Weft Charge, not really a card I'm interested in. I'd rather just get the kill spell than the combat trick. Even though this can be a 2-for-1, I'm not really in a position where I'm trying to pressure my opponents. A more aggressive green-white deck could maybe do that. But I'm playing more green-white slow deck. Or maybe even I'll just splash the 2 liminal holds in like a green-black deck, or a green-red deck, or a green-blue deck. Wanderwine Farewell is also really good, but better if you're aggressive. Now I will take Foraging Wickermaw, I think. I don't know what colors I'm playing. I'm probably going to splash white for liminal hold. I don't think I'm going to play green-white base. I could like take a Mischievous Sneakling, but I do want to get at least 1 2-drop. I think 1 Foraging Wickermaw is like the sweet spot for this sort of deck. We are seeing some white cards, some blue cards, but I'm just going to take the Wickermaw. Okay, now there is a Marrow Sky Swimmer. I don't think I'm a Moonglove Extractor deck. Temporal Cleansing is fine, but I don't really need it. I'll take the... Could also take another Foraging Wickermaw. I'll take the Marrow Sky Swimmer. I don't think I ever want multiple Wickermaws. Wildvine Pummeler's fine. Temporal Cleansing's pretty good too. I could take that. I'll take the Vivid Vine Pummeler, see if I can get that to work. The only green card in the pack wheeled. It's a fine option. I'm not going to have enough of a creature type to want the Dawn Blessed Pendant, I don't think. Aquatex Defense is pretty decent with the Pummeler. And Tend the Sprig's not my favorite card, but you can play it sometimes. So I think I might be blue-green, splash white. Gnarlbark Elm, we didn't see a lot of black cards, so I don't think I want to play black. Didn't see a lot of good red cards, don't think I really want to play red, but we did see a good number of blue cards. And so blue-green, splash white for these removal spells seems like it could be fine. I wasn't taking the blue cards as aggressively as maybe I should have. Here, there's not really a good green card for me. I don't really want to take Dawn's Light Archer. I think Winnowing is fine. It's kind of tricky to use, I think. So I get to keep my biggest creature. They get to keep their biggest creature. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I might just take Changeling Wayfinder, I mean. Puka's Eye is fine. Unexpected Assistance is fine. I'm just going to take the Wayfinder, though. Well, this is already a close pick. I'm going to take... I don't have any elementals, do I? 1 elemental and then 1 shapeshifter. I really want to try Sunderflock. But I think Shine Striker is just insane. And I'm not really playing an elementals deck. So I think I'm just going to take the Shine Striker over the Sunderflock, which is kind of a crazy thing to do, but I just don't foresee myself getting a ton of elementals in this deck. And I don't want to have to bias my picks towards it, whereas this thing's going to be great in my deck. I have white permanents. This can change its color. I'm going to maybe have some multicolored things going on. This can make me a white-blue token. And it's just white-blue itself. Love Moonlit Lancer. I splash this card sometimes. What would I take for my blue-green deck? Could take Explosive Prodigy. I'm already having a deep white splash. I could even just be like a... Yeah, I'm already splashing white pretty deep. I'm going to take Moonlit Lamenter, I think. Maybe. I don't have a lot of -1/-1 counter synergies. I don't think I want to splash the Explosive Prodigy here. I just want to make my white splash deeper, I think. Or just play green-white. That's still an option. Squawk Roaster. Pretty big creature. Changeling's fine, too. Cinder Strike's fine. If I take the Mischievous Sneakling, it gets me a second 2-drop and also gets me some black into my mana base. Into my Vivid count, I mean. Sundappled Celebrant. Omni Changeling. I think Omni Changeling's pretty strong. Temporal Cleansing. I think I will take that now. I have a couple Merfolk. I think. No, I have none. No, I have one Merfolk, 2 Shapeshifters. I don't think this card's very good. We'll see if I get more Changelings. I'll speculate on this card. Chitinous Graspling. Nothing I really care about in this pack, so I guess I will take the Chitinous Graspling. We got Swat Away back. We also got Spiral into Solitude back. Great combo with Moonlit Lamenter. Cheap interactive spell. We're going to take the Swat Away, though. We already have Liminal Holds as well. Puka's Eye. So our Vivid cards are Luminolosk and Shine Striker. Could also take Unexpected Assistance. I think we could get 5 colors of stuff. I think I'd rather just take the Unexpected Assistance, though. Get myself some real card draw. And now Stratosaur. It is an elemental, too, which is kind of funny. But going to be searching up the lands. Perfect. A Spiral into Solitude came back anyway. White was pretty open in this pod. I don't know. I think the only reason I'm in blue is for this Shine Striker. Well, Abigail is messed up. Very strong card. Abigail's very good. Formidable. I have a lot of life gain already, though. Formidable Speaker lets me search up my Shine Striker. I think Formidable Speaker is going to be really good. But that's a tough pick. Abigail's awesome. Now there's Tristan's Command. That makes me want to splash black. There's also Kin Binding, which is good. Which would I rather? I'd rather have Tristan's Command, I think. It does require me to play another color, but it's super strong. And now I can take a Changeling Wayfinder over Mutable Explorer. Mutable Explorer is really strong. Maybe I just take that. It's going to ramp me. It won't fix my mana, but it ramps me, and that's pretty effective for all my top-end cards. You know what? I'd rather just have the Wayfinder. It's a weird pick. This card's better usually because of the ramp. But I think since I'm now splashing black, I just wanted to have access to more colors. And now I will take another 2-drop. The Foraging Wicker Maw looking better and better for me as I get deeper into the packs without having my own 2-drops. Yeah. I've got a 3rd Wayfinder. I do not have enough 2-drops in this deck. But now that I have a 3rd Wayfinder, I've got enough Merfolk to play the Mentor, I think, and make it be cast for 2 some percentage of the time. And I'm hoping I can stabilize pretty effectively at the top end. I don't think I want Crossroads Watcher. Moonlit Lamenter is interesting. I have like 1 card that can put -1/-1 counters. Okay, here I would normally take the Changeling Wayfinder. But I think that Mischievous Sneakling is more important here. Get myself another 2-drop. Or Blossom Bind. Blossom Bind could be good. My removal spells are okay, but... yeah, I'll take the Blossom Bind. What? How am I still getting these cards so late? I guess we'll see. Maybe I'm misevaluating something, but... I could take a 2-drop, but I think this card's just as good because it stabilizes me. Unwelcome Sprite, Spiral into Solitude, Blossom Bind. I'm not really an Unwelcome Sprite deck. It's a 2/1 as a blocker. I might even rather have the Summit Sentinel. I'm just going to take him the Blossom Bind, though, I think. This card's decent. I'll just get another 2-drop. I feel like I'm pretty set on all my other stuff. Wildvine Pummeler. Thirst for Identity or Stratosaur. I'll take Thirst for Identity. Give that a shot. I don't think it's that good, but I don't think I want to play multiple Stratosaurs anyway. Ooh, Sky Swimmer. Could be decent. Okay, so I don't want any of these cards. I want one Swamp. I kind of want only one Plains. We'll see if we can get away with it. 15, 16, 17. I'm not going to play 17 lands because I have 3 of these. I don't want to play 10 to the Sprigs. I don't love that card. 1, 2, 3, 4 white cards with 5 sources. 1, 5. My green is honestly mostly just my top end cards. I don't think I need the Wildvine Pummelers. Maybe I could have just played a really good blue-white deck. Aquatech's Defenses seems good in this deck. I don't know if I want the Chitinous Graspling. My Merfolk count actually got decent here. I have 4 Merfolk and 4 Shapeshifters. That's definitely enough for my Silvergill Mentor. This is a 2-drop that can search at my stuff too. 7, 13, 14, 15 lands here. Thirst for Identity and Unexpected Assistance is card draw. This is card draw. I've got really good top end. I don't want the Pestered Wellguard. So my kill spells look like... I have a lot of kill spells. Do I want Temporal Cleansing? Probably not. It's a bit inefficient. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kill spells. Other than that, yeah, let's cut the Temporal Cleansing. Moonlit Lamenter's just going to be a solid card, I think. I don't have a lot of Blight, but I have like 1 Blight card. Maybe it's not the best splash, if that's the case. Got that, cut Spiral into Solitude, and then I just splash the 2 Liminal Holds. So that gives me 6 removal spells. Yeah, and that makes my splash a little bit cleaner. I don't think I need 2 Foraging Wicker Maws. I can just get away with the 1 now. So I have 8, 9, 15 lands with 3 Changeling Wayfinders into Stratosaur. Maybe I'd rather have Foraging Wickermaw than Stratosaur because I have these Convoke guys. I'm trying to make sure I don't flood out is the thing. I don't think I need the Stratosaur. I think I'd rather play the Wickermaw. 15 lands might be a little bit low. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 3-drops. Just splashing Liminal Holds in white. Splashing Tristan's Command in black. Bum 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 bum. This is a challenge, of course. Always is. So I have white, blue. I'm going to get white, green, and blue for Shine Striker. White, green, blue pretty consistently. And then this can provide like red or black sometimes. So it like replaces itself if I get it into play early. I think I only ever want 1 of this card. Yeah, and then we'll try it like this. We can always make changes later. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. I like this deck, though. It's funny that it says I have black cards in it. I think yeah, because I only have Tristan's Command. So I guess it's not lying. I do have black cards in it. Anyway, as we get to the games, I want to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon. If you're enjoying my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels around the world, Patreon's the place to go. And you gain access to cool bonus content like my card by card tier list and format thoughts document. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okay. Also, patrons can gain access to my card by card tier list and format thoughts document. I think I mentioned that. We'll keep this. They will not know how important the Foraging Wickermaw is to my game plan. But it is absolutely essential. If this thing dies, I'm toast. But again, my opponent doesn't really know that. Okay, we don't want the Swat away. Playing the blue-green mirror. We would love to draw a forest here. Noggle Robber, sure. So if they like ramp out something with, we can liminal hold it. Like if they use the treasure here. Otherwise we can cast Marrow Sky Swimmer next turn. Using our life total as a resource. We have a lot of life gain in this deck, so I'm less worried about getting beat down. Because we just play one of these, we gain back a lot of the life we lost. They could cast a cancel on this, I guess. Sure, they use their treasure. They get their cancel resolved. That is not that big of a deal for me. Because they used up a treasure to do that as well. I'd rather this guy resolve by a mile. And I'd rather this thing resolve. So getting their counterspell out of there is pretty good for me. So they get 2 lands. And they can play both of them. Pretty decent. They're getting 2 islands, okay. I feel like if I just keep playing my game, I'll win this one. Sure. Like my life total is already back up to 18. I've got a 4/4 that's really hard to interact with. My Foraging Wickermaw could be pretty decent. My liminal hold, I want to get this into play before I play this because then I'll have white, green, blue, and then I can make this look black or something. So what does this attack say? This attack says that they have a combat trick. What combat trick could they have? They could have +2/+0. And Indestructible. Why would a blue-green deck play that, though? They could have +3/+3. They could have... There's a third green combat trick. They could have +2/+2. And then blue has +1/+2. I'm not going to block because I want to keep my green permanent in play for my Shine Striker. So, and I have plenty of life gain to work with. But I need to remember they have some sort of combat trick. I just need to slowly eliminate which ones they could have. Okay, Lorwyn. So they did not mill a single land. Okay, Wildvine, Pummeler. Omni Changeling is going to come in as a Pummeler for hire, I think. Okay. That's not my favorite thing I've ever seen, but it's not the worst either. Okay. They can cast this for relatively cheap. We can liminal hold it. Interesting. That makes this thing cost more mana because that was their blue permanent. Because they had every color but white. So it was going to cost 4 less. Now it costs 3 less. So it still costs them 4 mana. So I think I can eliminate the +3/+3 combat trick because they would have played a creature pre-combat if they wanted to use that one. So it's either Blossoming Defense or Aquatects. Okay, they're holding up only blue mana, which means it's probably not a green card. So it's probably Aquatects. Just setting up, why not draw an extra card with this? This guy might eventually need to be killed. So one of their cards is a combat trick that was letting NicolaiBolas attack. I'm kind of suspicious of +2/+0. Okay, Disruptor of Currents, sure. What are they bouncing? Liminal Hold? Okay. So I gained 4 life again. I'm back up to 18. What combat trick do they have? Blister Baron. Okay, that's going to have to die. Let's do this first. Oh, that's really good. I'm going to ditch the Silvergill Mentor. Okay. I'm still feeling good about my position. If they have their own... Okay, Kithkin Mystic, or not Kithkin, Kolarath Mystic is not the end of the world. So did they not have a combat trick? They were just attacking as a bluff attack? They have to have something here. It's the same thing. So they're not attacking with their 3/3 here. So why wouldn't they attack with this 3/3 as well? Maybe they just really want the treasure? Oh, that probably is it. They probably want the treasure. Or something. Or at least that's an idea. I'll play the Summit Sentinel. I can start holding stuff up later. Next turn is going to be a big turn for me. I can play Pummeler for hire and hold it with Selfless Safe, right? I also have Tristan's Command. Destroy a creature or enchantment. Create a token that's a copy of target elf. This is an elf. I just need to make sure I don't die. They have 6 cards in hand. Okay. I can get that back with Tristan's Command. could have double blocked this one too. Because they have +2/+0 and give something indestructible. It also gives it trample. Yeah, so that is what they had. I assumed they had this. So I'm glad I put it here. Because that way I absorb the damage. I can cast this. So I'm in pretty good shape here. Because this is going to get back my Shine Striker and I'll draw more cards and win the game. I'll get back Changeling and Shine Striker or something like that. They don't have any lands in their graveyard. This is an intense game. I just have to make sure I don't deck myself. I have 13 cards left though, so I should be fine on that front. And I can always like try to save up Tristan's Command to use it as a +3/+3, but I'm going to start being able to chip in with these guys soon. Sure. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to return. My life total is fine, so I might just get back my flyers. Could I get back Omni Changeling? Yeah, let's get back Changeling. White, blue. I don't have a green permanent, but I'm going to have one in a second. Yep, elemental. Draw 4. Play land. Play a flyer. Let's get another Sky Swimmer. I just want more flyers in play. I have plenty of time now. Yep. I'll play this next turn. I think I can just attack all next turn and win. Boom. Nice victory. That's a key victory for me because it shows that I can win the long game matchup. I think I'm very confident in my ability to win the short games because of all the life gain I have. Like, I play one of those 5-mana 4/4s, let alone 3 of them. Because I have 3 of them, right? Yeah, I have 3 of this guy. That card's so hard for a lot of decks to beat. And I have a bunch of like random token guys. Like, convoking out my guy to get like a 5-mana 2/2+1/1 or 4-mana 2/2+1/1 and tap my like 1/2 is just pretty good rate, I think. Gives me a chump blocker, a vigilance attacker, a couple of colors of permanence. Giant Striker is so good. I'm not regretting that pick, really. Okay. This is another classic situation where Foraging Wickermaw is my life and savior. I'm going to keep it, though. I don't think people usually kill the Wickermaw. Definitely keeping that on top. Regenerate does hit pretty hard. I might double block the encumbered Regenerate. So I can cast these by tapping all 3 of my guys. And this thing's pretty big, but I can trade my tokens for it, even if it's a 5/4. And I have these 2 guys to gain me back a bunch of life. Definitely. Oh, they gave this guy indestructible. For some reason, I thought they gave this guy indestructible. That was embarrassing. Sorry about that. I literally zoned out. I was literally thinking about something completely different. I should not have blocked this. I should just be at 13 here. That was terrible. That was horrifically bad. We'll see if we can bounce back, though. I blocked the fact that they removed a counter from this and just forgot about its ability. Like, what was I even thinking about? I think I was thinking about... My gosh, I don't even remember now. That was bad. Okay, I thought they gave this indestructible for some reason, yeah. I think I just... My visual cues, I should have just double-checked it, obviously. Can't become untapped and can't have counters put on it. Okay. This is really bad. I could have had a 2/2 flyer and a 1/1 here. My 2/2 would have hit them for like 6 damage and been my win condition. I'm pretty ashamed right now. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even paying attention. What the heck could I possibly have been thinking about there? Oh well. I could still easily win this game. Three, four, five. Nope. For some reason, I sometimes assume cards do a certain thing even when they don't. Like, I was thinking that this card, like, I was getting it confused with the one that turned into, like, a 1/1 creature. The uncommon Noggle the Mind. So I was like, oh, if I put it on this, the thing will die. And so I just had to, like, double check it. Early on in a format, I just forget what cards do sometimes. Kolrath Zealot. Okay. Well, that's a pretty perfect card for them to hit. Okay, next game. Next game. I don't know if I could have won this game even if I hadn't screwed it up, but that was certainly not helpful. Okay. That's something I'm working on. I'm playing in a big tournament soon, so I don't want to be making these sorts of errors. Though I will say, I am like much better in person, like playing. My games online are never my strongest. This is an easy keep. Because it's also distracting. Like sometimes when you're just even talking through your plays can just be a little bit distracting because you're spending time talking instead of thinking. Like it's helpful in some ways for like, okay, what do I want to do? What are my thoughts? What are my lines? And then in other ways, it's like, okay, this is not where you want to be. Okay, that card's pretty good. Go get a planes. Because I do not want this thing sticking around. Okay, I especially do not want that thing sticking around. We will kill that for sure. Okay. If Twin Flame Travelers goes off, we could be in a little bit of trouble, but Formidable Speaker plus Omni Changeling plus a Vivid whatever card will draw me a lot. Because I'm going to have 3 colors in my... I'll be able to play Shine whatever into Omni Changeling on Shine guy. Sure. That's going to be good for me as well. I think Shine Striker is the best card for me to get here. So next turn I can go Shine Striker. I have white, green, blue. And then I play this and I immediately get another 3 colors worth. Another 3 cards. So I'll draw 6 cards next turn. Assuming my Shine Striker resolves. And I'll have 2 flying blockers, which will be pretty good. I hope they don't have the counterspell. Oh yeah, these guys are going to be huge. Let's play this. That's a bummer. I'll just spam Pummeler for hire every turn for a while. That's a great draw. Hopefully you're seeing how good Pummeler for hire is. Honestly, turning this into a 0-3 means that all my 1-1s and 2-1s can attack now, which is a pretty big deal. Like, I see why they did it. They kind of have to, but... Boom! Got the win. So we can beat the mid-rangey. I mean, we lost that one deck when we didn't have our card advantage guy at the top end, but with kind of the Formidable Speaker being a second copy of it, that's how you bounce back from misplays. I mean, you just kind of have to move on with your life sometimes. You're like, okay, I didn't play my best. Such is life. That's how it goes. But our deck is sick. Hopefully that's on clear display. We're playing against an opponent whose username is simply Isit. They are the embodiment of all things Isit, so could be a tough matchup. Okay, we're going to keep this. This is probably going to get a green source. On the draw, this would be a little sketchy of a keep, but I like unexpected assistance here too. Uh-oh. Yeah, on the draw, this could be real sketchy. But again, we have lots of life gain, so... Sure. Now we can go get our swamp. Because we don't have any double green cards. Yeah, so we can just go get our swamp. I'm glad we have the unexpected assistance here. I think we'll cast that next turn to try and find one of our giants to jam on turn 5. Because I assume they're not going to play anything too special on turn 3 for me to liminal hold. Kind of a freebie attack. If they'd had a combat trick, they would have attacked with both. Perfect. I changed my mind. Now that I already have a Pummeler for hire, killing their 4/4 is going to be a little bit better for me. Because it is going to be a 4/4 when they play it on turn 3. Like, I was trying to dig for one of these, and since I already have one now, I can just play the Unexpected Assistance a couple turns down the road. You usually want to play out your more proactive cards, because I'll fall behind a little bit. If they get to hit me for, like, 3 or whatever. Okay. They should have equipped the thing to this guy so that guy could attack too. I think that's better. I can go Silvergill Mentor because I have the Changeling Wayfinder and then Unexpected Assistance. So it's almost like free in that way. Okay, this is going to have to die. Pretty effective. Can't become untapped, can't have counters put on it. This does not answer the Thought Weft Imbuer very well. Liminal Hold would have been better on this. So maybe I blundered that. Should have cast this sooner, and then I drop Blossom Bind. I have answers. But I think at the time it made sense. I wasn't thinking about this combo specifically. Okay. It's a 5/10. So I have 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm just going to keep my guys around for now. This is pretty good. I draw 3 cards. Because this is a white permanent, this is blue, this is white, blue, this is green. This is one of the benefits of keeping my guys around longer. I should have attacked earlier in this process. They can't really block because then their guy gets so much worse. Sure. They crib swapped that guy. I will chump this turn, I think, if they don't. Because I don't want them to give something. They give their guy trample on a following turn to make my chump block worse. This is why I don't like crib swap, by the way. They turned my 2/2 flyer into a 1/1. I wish I had an extra spell here. Ouch. I think they should chump block with the Gold Meadow Nomad to get a guy back for sure. Because then they could give this thing trample. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're super dead. This is bad. What a top-end card to have. I'm still in okay shape if I draw a answer to this thing. That would have been helpful sooner. I'm hoping to draw my my changeling that can copy this guy, draw me 3 more cards, find some more answers. I hate to do it like this, but I have to absorb the damage. I wish this thing didn't have to die. I just need to find a hard kill spell for this thing. What removal spells do I have? I have Blossom Bind. I want to try to draw my luminous thingy. Because I have another one of these in my deck. Or my blue put something on top of their library. I think the blue put something back on top of their library is my best bet. Wait, what am I doing? I'm casting the wrong spell. Oh no. I'm casting the wrong spell. I meant to cast this guy to draw 3 to look for my guy. I could have cast this, copied this guy too. Okay. 10. Okay. So if I give +3/+3 until end of turn to both of my creatures, I can return 2 permanents. So I have them dead if my flyer doesn't die, because I can bring back the Aquatex defenses. Give +3/+3 to my 2 guys and win in the air. So 10 -4. Unfortunately, I'm dead. Dead if I block like this, so I have to double block. Because 10 -4 is 6, so I still would die. It's okay, though. Gosh, there's the swat away I needed. Interesting. So they're just going to go wide here. But if I kill this, then they can't really get me if I... They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. And I'll have 5 blockers. So I have 5, 6. Gosh, please don't mistap my mana. I'm gonna gain some life here. They have 6 creatures, and I have 5 blockers, so the most I'm taking is 1, unless they top deck a removal spell, and then I'm taking 4. If they somehow flicker that guy, I die. If they draw like that personify spell. Gosh. Yes! Okay, they flooded out a little bit. We got the job done, I think. This thing was close to being lethal. I'm glad we checked for that. Man, we just needed any kill spell for the Thought Weapon Bureau for like the entire game. Not my best tapping, but I just need to keep up enough blue to cast this thing. I don't know why I was trying to tap me out and lose me the game. We gained 4, 7, 9. And then I think some more life. My gosh. What a win! What a win that was. The Tristan's Command, I almost had enough with my flyers, but I had to make that one last jump block. My gosh. I cast the cards, my cards in the wrong order. Though I think I wouldn't have had enough mana to cast Tristan's Command if I had tapped the other guy, so I got to play both my dudes instead. Okay. Because there was risk, because if I went down to 1 life at any point, they could attack me with 7 creatures, and I didn't have enough to do it. Okay, this is an easy keep. Okay. Let's just get rid of this for now. It's not gonna stop it from using its ability sometime down the line. but it does deal with a 2/2 flyer. Yep. And I was going to take a lot of damage from this, I think. Let's get rid of this before it takes my life. Does anything too egregious. I just don't want to lose to random nonsense. This thing's going to get me plenty of card advantage later by getting my 6-drop. Stratosaur, sure. Pummeler for hire. Great card. No, please say that I don't have Cinder Strike. Yep, that's how it goes sometimes. I think I had to enchant this thing. But I wish I didn't. I mean, it's still going to be great no matter what, if I didn't have hard removal for it. Pummeler for Hire's been doing some serious work keeping me alive. No. Oh, they can't put counters on this, right. Perfect. That's good for me. Right, that makes that card a lot better for me. Oh, beautiful. If I play Shine Striker now, I'll only draw 2 cards. I have a white permanent and a blue permanent. Let's draw 2 cards then. We also have this as a blue permanent. It's just so much better use of my mana. I don't want... I think that you're going to probably kill the Shine Striker, and I don't want to trade 1 damage for 1 damage there. Okay, that guy is kind of scary. Oh my gosh, I didn't get my green permanents into play. Whoopsie-daisies. For some reason, oh man. Drawing 2 cards with this is still good. It's just drawing 3 is what I was... Oh my gosh. I'm not hitting land drops is really wrecking me right now. Okay, so they get to do 2 exiles. Nice. Finally, a land drop. I guess I should have kept up both these guys so I could double block the Twin Flame Travelers, but if Twin Flame Travelers attacks, I attack them for more damage. And Selfless Safeguard is going to be pretty good here at some point here. Assuming I can find a second forest. There it is. So I can cast this, I can cast this, I can cast both. Double trigger. They don't want to discard anything, okay. So if they play this next turn, then they get 2 more flying blockers. If I play this guy to protect my guy, so I deal an extra 2 damage this way. And they'll go to 5. Then they'll have 2 flying blockers. They can block my 2 3/3s. And go to 1. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blockers. Interesting. Did they hit a counterspell? Sure. I should have done this first, but it doesn't matter. I'm tapping out anyway. They're at 8. I have about 10,000. Whoa, that's a sick combo. Oh my gosh, that's a sick combo. They get to transform it back. Or are they not allowed to? Okay. So they have 4 mana. They have like infinite mana for elementals. Kill spell. A couple more creatures. That's pretty good. Yep. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. Okay, 8, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attackers. 12 attackers plus minus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. That means my 5 smallest creatures are getting through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 7. So 5 guys are getting through. Yeah, that's not good enough for me. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, if I attack with everything, I get kind of obliterated, I think. Especially because these guys will die. If I attacked with everything, they would block. They could only block one of these. They could block one of the flyers. They take 2. They go to 6. Then there's 4 of these guys are getting through. They go to 2. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. The 1/3s can eat my 2/1s. My 4/2s and 2/4s and 4/4s are okay, but 6/5's eating my 4/4. 2/2s trading here. 1/3's blocking. 1/3's blocking. 2/1. That's unfortunate. Oh, I needed to top deck a spell there. Maybe I was supposed to hold up my Selfless Safe Rights to protect against them having something. Okay, I don't have like black mana yet either, which is a problem. We've both drawn a bajillion cards. I might lose this game because I messed up my Shine Striker and only drew 2 cards with each of them instead of 3. Definitely a potential factor. I mean, it was really not great. I messed that up for sure. Big time board stall. Nine, 10, 11. So I have 4 lands left in my deck. And some real good draws left. They have 10 cards left, but they're not going to draw any more lands because of this Ashling. 8, 9, 10, 11. They have more lands left in their deck, but I think they have the tools to beat me here. Them ditching their flyers has kind of not been great, I don't think. Like, they have these 2 flyers they could have used pretty effectively. I'm waiting for my Tristans, because if I draw my Tristans, I'll win. So I have to draw black mana first, so I guess drawing Changeling Wayfinder into Tristans would be ideal. Discarding my Thirst for Identity is looking pretty bad here. What? Do they just have no way to win? That was weird. They have 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess they have 6 lands left in their 12 cards, so they have 6 spells and none of them are relevant. It's kind of wild. I definitely messed that game up a little bit because I didn't draw max cards with my Shine Striker. Which would have been pretty good. Ugh. But that's Magic, baby. Just try your best. That's all you can do. No. No. Sliding is still best. Okay. Okay. We can keep this. We need 1 land. Beautiful. Not my best land I could have drawn, but not the worst one either. And there he is. There's the little skipper. There's the skipper. Against green-black, I really like my chances. Gonna go get a plains. It unlocks my entire hand. Because then I can cast the Marrow Sky Swimmer. Then next turn I can play Formidable Speaker and hold up the safe right. I've really liked the Marrow Sky Swimmer. It's been pretty good. Sure. That's why it's great to have cards like that, because you're left with 1/1s. And it's even both colors, so that's good. Sure. I will kill this eventually. I'm going to go get my Shine Striker. And I can flash in either one of these depending on what's most relevant. Probably the stats. Okay, they mill 2. And I will try to block here. Sometimes you just have to be willing to make your trades. Even though this is a rare and this is a common, I have a 4/2. I can trade with this. I don't want to have to use my liminal hold on it necessarily. Okay. Got the Guilt Leaf Embrace out of their hand at least. Draw 3. Send in my guy. Swat Away answers this really well. And I have plenty of life gain in my deck, so I'm not really worried about that aspect of things. Oh, no. Well, I was going to block like this anyway. Let's get rid of the Gloom Ripper. Gloom Ripper's really good. If they have enchantment removal, which there's not a ton of. White has some. That's where it mostly lies. Green has like 1, but it's not a very good card, so I don't expect them to play it. Let's get rid of that guy for now. This game has gone very unluckily. I think I would normally win this game pretty easily. But Gloom Ripper was really good. They've had good combat tricks to stop me. There's we go. We don't need that guy. Though he has a black source, and he can make this guy gain more life. I guess I did kind of mess this up. Because if I had just been able to play the Pummeler for higher, that would have been better. Let's force them to pump up the Prideful Feastling. Yep. Just what I wanted them to do. So I have 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. So this guy can block the safe right now. The fact that they had answers for everything I've done this game and I'm still in it is a pretty good sign, I think. We'll get rid of this. I could have just kept my guy around, but 3, 5, which might have been better. I felt like keeping my life total higher was better, but if I was at 5, I don't get one shot by this, which is nice. I can protect my Death Toucher. That's huge for me. Sure. Sure. I suspect a triple block will happen. But if they just played this card, and so if they expect that, then they might not want a triple block. I'm not really tapping in a way that leaves many options. I need to keep my green untapped in the future. Okay, so they have... Okay. This is a very winnable game. Especially now. Oh my gosh. I have a 5/6 Vigilance Reach. And I eventually have Tristan's command to give my whole team +3/+3 and get back 2 permanents, so. Ooh, that could be bad for me. Oh, man. Yep, that seems pretty good. Now every card in my deck is insane. And I'm at 13 because I've gained so much life. I will draw Tristan's Command at some point. And I have a flyer chipping away. They have 2 blockers. I can block 2 power, 1 power, take 5. So I put this into play as a copy of Gnarlbark Elm, then kill this guy. Then attack all. They block 2. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Boom. Got the win. Fantastic. Loving it. We messed up like game 2 or something, and we've just been cruising ever since. I think mental fortitude is high. The deck is very strong. I think we've been playing well. Other than that, we've played some really intense games. So that's been good. I'm liking the deck, liking the build. All is well in the state of Bolas, as they like to say. In the state of Nicolai. It's funny, people sometimes assume that my name is actually NicolaiBolas, which would be kind of wild. I mean, my name is actually Nicolai. That's like why it's a good Magic username, but it is always funny when people assume that. I'm like, okay, folks. But yeah, good deck. I think we've seen the power of our top-end life gain creatures. We've gained some serious life. It makes it really easy to stabilize and feel pretty confident we can turn the corner in a lot of these situations. Okay, well, this is an easy keep. Omni Changeling's been pretty great as well. But Changeling Wayfinder, pretty nice. And our 15 lands has worked out pretty well also. I have not found myself feeling particularly flooded against a green deck. Sure. I'm going to go get my planes first, because I have more white cards than black cards. This thing's going to get them some value. I don't have really good answers to it, and a bunch of surveils is not great for me, but I'm going to have to do my best to beat that anyway. And maybe they're color screwed, so that could help us. No blocks. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm the greatest. That was a heck of a top deck. I just got the planes too to cast it. Oh my gosh, that was a game-saving top deck. Oh my gosh, Sapling Nursery has been messed up when I've seen it. Oh my gosh. Well, we did some good work there. Wow, what are we doing? Constructed here? Like, my gosh. Finding a shock land. They're probably super heavy green if they're playing the nursery. Bingo, bango, bongo. Gain some life. I have to imagine we're favored here. We do want to try to find a way to get this wary farmer off the battlefield. Because the surveils will add up. They got rid of a timid shield bearer, so they probably have other white spells in their hand. And they're looking for more planes. They just don't really care about the shield bearer right now. Normally, I like to keep spells, especially since that one has at least some late game relevance. I can go Wayfarer to get a forest, Wayfarer to get a swamp. Keep this land for if I draw my 2/4 Formidable Speaker. Omni Changeling can copy Pummeler for hire or something really good if they play something really good. Are they just like, how do I beat a Pummeler for hire? Because that could easily be the case. Might be hard for them to kill it. They need Liminal Hold or... Okay. They're enabling a big attack here. It's a pretty good card in this situation. I think it might have been better for them to do the fight mode. Stack up everything onto Wary Farmer and then fight my guy. Hmm. 4, 8, 11. They have +3/+3. If they have +3/+3, I don't think I can win. Yeah, Thought Weft charge. It's just so tricky for me. I take so much damage. I was really hoping to get another copy of this guy into play. I think I've lost this game, sadly. Just keep that guy tapped, I guess. It's not good. They play a single Kithkin here. I'm toasted. Yeah. I like don't have any blocks now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, the combination... I mean, I did answer their Sapling Nursery, but, like, this game has been 3, 6, 8. I go to 1. If I draw my 4/4 Vigilance guy, I can maybe stabilize. Nope. Okay, we did not draw very well that game. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Kind of drew like 12 of my lands. Because the Changeling guys are kind of like lands. I mean, I drew that one Liminal Hold, and that was like a good draw, but other than that, I drew maybe land every turn. And they had like one of the most ridiculous starts I've ever seen, so that also didn't help me very much. Like, that Brigade's Rare just made things impossible, and then they played 2 Kithkin the following turn. This is a great hand, though. Blossom Bind has been not as good as I was hoping. It's good sometimes, like when you shut down one of their 6/5s, something like that, and it's cheap, but it is pretty frustrating that you can't stop their abilities, because there's been so many times where it's like, oh, we wish we could Blossom Bind that guy, but we can't really because its ability's too good. Okay. We're still going to find a white source here, even though we can't cast the Changeling right now. This could be okay. I could have also Blossom Binded this, but I wanted to like spend my mana. Sure. As soon as I draw a land, though, I'm chilling this game. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, I'm so dead. I mean, I've missed land drops, and now they have Champions of the Perfect, so I just can't win this game now. Brutal. Well, at least it was never close to being close. I guess if I... Yeah, this thing's just super messed up. Yeah, this was never close to being close. This card's too strong. Well, it sucks to lose 2 games in a row at the end to kind of mana issues, honestly. Like, I could have maybe even competed with the Champions of the Perfect if I hit my land drops. Because I can go Pummeler for Hire, Shine Striker, copy Shine Striker, and I'm drawing like 3 cards a pop with this probably, or 2 at least. So I could have maybe competed with this, dug for my answers, but like I can't get my land drops in order. It just sucks. And last game, I drew too many lands. It's just how it goes sometimes. But 5 wins, not the end of the world, and the deck was sweet, so lots of good games. And I will say, we spent the vast majority of our time winning because, like, the games we lost were usually the quick ones where we didn't draw very well at the beginning. I wish we had more time to sideboard, because if I was sideboarding, I would probably sideboard in Spiral to Solitude in some of these matchups where Blossom Blind doesn't do what we want it to do. The Temporal Cleansing could be okay sometimes. I mean, Blossom Bind did not seem the best, but it was okay. It was still like a card we could use from time to time. I wish we'd drawn Tristan's Command a bit more. It was great every time we drew it. Our White Splash for the Liminal Holds was pretty good. And overall, a pretty fun deck. We had lots of life gain, so it led to some really cool shenanigans. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag hired, because we definitely hired this guy a bunch, and it was really, really fun. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.